You know, we're talking about money here, we're talking about spending. Part of that is making more money and feeling comfortable knowing that you deserve to make more money. Having more money is not evil, so go out there and get it. I will never be someone who knows exactly how much my monthly expenses are. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not that structured. I'm not that detailed. And I think that's okay. I'm so tired of all this pressure to that there's one way to budget and there's one way to be good with your personal finances. I forgot I bought that. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy and excited to be filming today's video. We are going to be doing an April monthly money update, payday vlog, all that jazz. Feels like it's been a while, because it has, because I skipped March. If you are new, what's up? My name is Zoe, I'm 24, I live in Montreal, I work as a software consultant. All money is in Canadian dollars, and you should subscribe. Whether or not you're new, give this video a thumbs up because we have Maggie here and everyone loves Maggie. So thumbs up for her, thumbs up for more money content, and I'm just excited. I feel like I'm back on track with the money videos. I kind of stopped for a little while, but I've got a new money motivation because I know you guys love the personal finance content, so I've got lots more coming up. Speaking of which, I need your help with something. So I really want to film a personal finance ask me anything video. So please comment down below any questions you have for me so that I can answer them in the Q&A video. If you follow me on Instagram, you can wait. I will put up a prompt there, or you can just comment it here and I will save your question for the Q&A. I want this to be like a nothing is off limits Q&A. So ask anything. I am giving you free reign. You know, I may not answer it depending if it's something if you ask what's my salary, I can't really disclose that because my job hasn't given me permission to, but those are the kind of questions I want to get into as much as I can. Okay, so you guys, the vibes behind me are immaculate. I have my world famous, not egg sweater on. I'm gonna take a sip of water because I need to calm down. Okay, let's get into this video. So as most of you probably know, I paid off all of my debt last month. So this is my first monthly money update where I am debt-free and I'm so freaking happy. I feel like I am finally at peace with my personal finance. I just feel so happy. I feel like I can live my life without guilt, and anytime I buy something, I used to feel guilt. You guys used to see it in my videos. I was constantly putting myself down, constantly shaming myself for buying anything and everything, and now I just feel like I can live my life so much freer. So if you currently have debt, do not despair. I just want you guys to know that it is so possible. Stay strong, keep paying it off, and the feeling at the other end of it is just unbelievable. I actually got my letter in the mail from the student loan, I was gonna say the student government, from the student loan people saying congratulations, your loan has been paid off. So that was really awesome. And then it's funny, the thing that made it feel the most real was actually announcing it to you guys. So that is how big of a part you guys and YouTube plays in my life, is that my debt repayment didn't feel real until I announced it to you. So let's look at my list. I am going to be doing the video as follows. First, I want to talk about what it's been like being debt-free, and I want to talk about my next goals, because just because I'm debt-free now, it doesn't mean that I can just spend money like crazy and live my life and there's no more planning and all of that. No, I still have financial goals that I need to meet. I've got to reel in my spending, and I've got new things to get on track for. So I want to talk about that. Then I want to discuss how the month of April was in terms of spending, saving, all that jazz. Then we are going to talk about YouTube money, and I'm going to go into more detail than I usually do with that. Next, we're going to talk about credit cards. We're going to pay them off live on camera as we do. And that's going to be that for this video. I do think it's going to be a long one. I'm in a chatty mood. Grab a drink, grab a snack, let's get cozy, and let's talk about money. We're getting cozy, I'm ready. Like I said, having paid off my debt was such an amazing feeling, and I definitely just gave myself a month to sit in that feeling, and I told myself, Zoe, anything you want, you can have it, and just live your life. I really said to myself, you can have 1 month to, within reason. I'm not an unreasonable person, I'm not crazy, but within reason, buy whatever you want, spoil yourself for those bigger ticket items that maybe you've had your eye on, whatever, and just spend without feeling guilty for 1 month. That being said, I didn't go too crazy, and the reason being is that I already had my next steps after paying off my debt established. So some of you may have watched my personal finance New Year's resolutions, my financial goals for 2021, and just having those goals really acted as a North Star to say, like, do you really need this bag that you saw on an Instagram ad? Do you really need a 4th pair of shoes? I bought 3. Do I really need a 4th? You know, things like that. So I totally recommend having goals, you guys. That is something, like, I can't stress enough how much having a concrete goal has helped me in my financial journey. Knowing that I wanted to be debt-free by the time I turned 25. Now knowing that I have these new goals, it really keeps you on track, and it reminds you that there's a bigger picture. And so just spending freely, or, you know, oh, I'm just lazy, so I'm gonna Uber Eats, or oh, you know what I mean? Like, it really keeps you on track, and it helps you, it just acts as a North Star. And so I love that. So what are my next goals, you ask? I'll tell you. My next goals are the following. The first goal is to get 1 month ahead. We will talk about that a little bit more later because I am very much on track for that, but I want to have 1 month's rent plus a little bit more in my bank account, easy access, and I will tell you why later. The next goal is a $10,000 emergency fund. So that is between 3 and 6 months expenses for me. I don't actually have a calculation. I just know that $10,000 is a number that I would feel very comfortable having as an emergency fund. And I want to talk about that a little bit. Is I am not the kind of person, and I am really just coming to terms with this, I will never be the kind of person who tracks every single dollar that I spend. I will never be someone who knows exactly how much my monthly expenses are. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not that structured. I'm not that detailed. And I think that's okay. I'm so tired of all this pressure to, like, that there's one way to budget and there's one way to be good with your personal finances. I totally disagree. I think you can have balance, and just having a general idea of, like, okay, my rent is this much, I usually spend about this month, $10,000 will make me feel comfortable. I think that's fine. The final goal is that I want to buy a car by my 25th birthday. Now, this is a big goal. This is a huge one, but I don't know, let's make it happen. I love setting big goals because when you set a big goal, you just find a way to make it work. So I want to buy a car by my 25th birthday, and I want to buy it cash, no financing, no nonsense, buying a car cash by the time I turn 25, which for anyone wondering is in July. So those are my goals. Now let's talk about how the month of April was. So like I said, I did spoil myself a bit, and I figured I would show you guys the big ticket item that I splurged on. No, I did not buy a designer bag. I go back and forward with wanting designer items because I feel like I like designer stuff and I would love to have, you know, like my designer bag, but the designer bags are so trendy that how can they be worth purchasing when, like, next year there's a new bag? Like, I remember when the Gucci bags were everything. Now you don't see, like, now Gucci's not trendy anymore. So, like, I'm not about to drop $3 grand on a bag, don't worry. I decided to treat myself to some good quality shoes. Yes, some good quality shoes. I bought 3 pairs of shoes from Vagabond Shoemakers, which is like I think they're from Norway or Sweden. Anyway, it's a Scandinavian shoe brand. So I won't spend too much time on this, but I bought these flats, which are just black. They are beautiful. I've had shoes from this brand before and they are so comfortable. So I figured since I'm gonna be spending so much time outside and in parks, I really wanted some nice shoes for the summer. I then got these, which are just so amazing. They speak for themselves. And lastly, I got a pair of, like, Platform X dad sneakers. So exciting. Now, the thing that I find really cool about this is it kind of was an on a whim purchase, but it was the kind of thing that I knew I would really appreciate. So I bought them, I bought all 3 at once. I've never done that where I've bought like 3 things at once, but I was like, Zoe, you deserve it. After purchasing them, I texted Camilla and I was like, oopsie daisy, look what I did. And she was like, Zoe, you better not beat yourself up about this after. And just the fact that someone else knows how, like, unhealthy my spending behavior was, like, it really called it out to me, and I was like, yeah, you know what? She's right. I deserve this. I'm not gonna feel bad about it. And I don't, and I'm so happy. So that was really fun getting to splurge on these items. That was my biggest purchase for the month. Okay, so I want to talk for a minute about purchasing things and about wanting things. So I started following a lot of personal finance accounts on Instagram, and a lot of the messaging there is just so harsh and it's so black and white that I don't believe it's healthy. And I was reading a book, I was reading A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson, I believe is her last name. And she talks about wanting things and desiring things and wanting money and how it's not bad. Like, it's not bad to want things. Like, we are humans living on this earth, and part of, oh my God, she's driving me crazy, my dog. Part of being alive on this earth is getting things pushed at us. And like, yes, you can be so zen and so spiritual and so personal finance guru that you don't need to buy things, but for the majority of us, that just isn't the case, and we want things, and I don't think we should feel so much shame for wanting things. Now, obviously there is overconsumption. There is a limit that when you surpass it, I don't believe is healthy. I've surpassed that limit in the past, and it gets to the point where buying these things doesn't bring you the happiness that you think it will. But those shoes brought me a lot of happiness, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that makes me a bad person, and I don't think that makes me not financially savvy. So I just wanted to put that in there, that we can all be a little bit more gentle with ourselves. We can buy nice things and be good with our finances. Like, what is the point of being so good with your finances to not even be able to enjoy them? That's my 2 cents. The next thing I want to say is that wanting money itself is not bad either. I think there can be a lot of messaging given to us in our lives that rich people are bad, money is bad, desiring money is bad, and I think those are attitudes that we really need to let go of. Once I started embracing the fact that I want money and I would like a lot of it, more money came into my life, and I started developing that more positive relationship with money. Money is not evil. You can use money for a lot of really good things. You can, buy your mom a gift that makes her happy. You can spoil your friends. You can buy your friends coffee. You can buy coffee for the person next to you in line. Or you can just use it to make yourself feel secure. All of those things are good, and it's not evil to have money. So I just want to put that out there for you guys too, that, we're talking about money here, we're talking about spending. Part of that is making more money and feeling comfortable knowing that you deserve to make more money. Having more money is not evil, so go out there and get it. Okay, that's a little bit deep, but it had to be said. I really wanted to get that off my chest. The last thing I want to say that happened in April, well, it actually technically happened in March. I got a raise. So I got my annual raise for the year. My annual raise for the year. Every year my company gives out raises. I got my raise, so my income is going up a little bit, which is very exciting. And what am I gonna do with it? Put it in my savings account. I was about to do, what am I gonna do with it? Jack shit, but I really am gonna put it in my savings account. I'm also going to be filming a video about lifestyle creep, so make sure you keep an eye out for that video. That will be up this month. I just went and got my laptop, and I want to talk a little bit about my YouTube income now. For most monthly money updates, I let you guys know how much money I made from YouTube AdSense, and that's about as far as I go. I thought in this monthly money update, I would take you guys a little bit deeper and give you a little bit more of the behind the scenes. So a lot of the times we think, oh my God, YouTubers make so much money. I think that too, like especially the really big YouTubers, they do make a lot of money. But I wanted to show you guys how every time I do a sponsorship, I don't actually get to keep all of the money that they give me. So I'm literally gonna take you guys step by step through receiving the money and paying it out and what I do with my YouTube income. So let me know if this is interesting for you guys, and I can definitely include this in the next ones. I thought we would do a little bit of a trial today to see how you guys like seeing a little bit more behind the scenes of the side hustle. So I'm logging into my online banking right now, and we are going to talk about AdSense, and we are going to talk about sponsorships. So those are the two main sources of income for me. I don't make that much money through commission links or anything like that. So AdSense is the ads that play on the video. Thank you for watching them. And sponsorships are brand integrated content. Okay, so first let's talk about AdSense. AdSense is a little bit more black and white. I receive a monthly deposit from YouTube. It goes straight into my checking account. This month it was $566 Canadian. Really, really amazing, right? That said, I don't actually get to pocket $566. I have to pay tax on this income. And Canada, we got high taxes. We got really high taxes. Also because I do make a very good salary at my, Very good is, I hate saying that. Oh my God, that was so awkward. But I make a good salary at my consulting job, which means that extra income gets taxed at a higher tax bracket. So in order to be proactive, I like to put away 40% of my YouTube earnings, because at the end of the year when I do my taxes, I really don't want to get hit with a scary bill and have to go into debt or dip into my savings to pay off my taxes. So I'd rather save for it right away and have money left over than have a scare at the end of the year. So $566, 40% of that, I need my calculator. $226 is what needs to go into my YouTube tax account. So that is a lot of money that I don't even get to touch. So I have a special account for my YouTube taxes. That way it is all there, nice and easy, no guesswork at the end of the year. So I'm just transferring that money now. That's done. Okay, now let's talk about sponsorships. So last month I signed with a management agency called Shifted Digital. Love them, hi guys. But now that they are the ones handling my sponsorships, I have to pay them, I guess you would call it like a commission or a fee in order to do the management, right? They deserve to get paid. So last month I did a sponsorship with BetterHelp. Now I received $600 for integrating them into one of my videos. That's a lot of money, 600 US too. So they deposited 734 Canadian dollars into my checking account. Now that is really, really awesome, but let's look a little deeper. So I have to pay 20% of that fee to my manager. So 20% of 734 is $146. So I have to send that to them as an e-transfer. Then what's left of that? So 734. So I have about $590 left after I pay my manager. Now I have to pay tax on that remaining money. So 587 times 40%, I have to pay out $234 in taxes. That only leaves me with $300 from doing that sponsorship. So I went from $600 to $300. Now that is okay. That is the cost of doing business. Obviously, I'm super grateful to be able to earn any money on something that I do for fun. But I just wanted to show you guys that there is a lot more that goes into, you know, YouTube on the financial side rather than just getting like money thrown at you by brands. So that being said, I really do appreciate you guys that watch my videos and support my channel and allow me to earn this extra income. It means the whole world to me. I thank you guys all the time, but I mean it so genuinely. So I'm not trying to seem ungrateful by showing you that I have to pay taxes on it. I am grateful to live in Canada where we have amazing healthcare and amazing education. So I don't mind paying taxes. It just takes kind of the fun away of receiving such a big paycheck, and 50% of it you don't even get to keep. Okay, so that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that little segment. Now let's move into the juicy stuff, the credit cards. You guys know I have two credit cards. I have a MasterCard that gives me cash back, and I have an American Express that gives me travel points and points for whatever other kind of shit they want to throw at me. Points are so silly in my opinion. Anyways, on my MasterCard, this is the card I use less. This month I owe $400. Now, where does that come from? I want to know. I bought $88 worth of groceries. Ooh, $50 worth of groceries. I bought Camilla's birthday gift, which was about $50. A lot of small stuff. Okay, so the big ticket item on my MasterCard this month was the vet for my dog. I spent $277 at the vet. Ouch, very expensive. So as you can see, that makes up the majority of this credit card bill. The rest of it is mostly groceries because a lot of the places where I do my groceries, they don't take American Express. So I put it on my MasterCard. So that is what is all of the bills on my MasterCard, equaling out to $400. So I'm just gonna pay that off straight away. And I'm just gonna take the money from my checking, submit, confirm. Done. Guys, it's so fun knowing that I don't have to pay another payment to my student debt. Like I just had that kind of realization where I was like, oh my God, I just paid off my credit card. Because usually it goes MasterCard, Amex, student loan. Now it's just MasterCard, Amex. And then pay myself. Okay, I am a little bit scared to look at my American Express bill because I went a little crazy this month. Oh, but that's just the way she goes. That's just the way she goes. I no longer have to feel bad. I never did have to feel bad. Okay, so the Amex is definitely where the tea is. So my current balance is $2,400, pretty much. $2,388.92. So what could have possibly caused that? I want to know. Let's see. I'm just downloading my statement. I can't even blame it on Maggie's vet because like we just saw that was on my MasterCard. Okay, let's do this. I forgot I bought that. I bought $100 worth of bras. I spent $45 on hand cream from Aesop. It's really, really good though. See what I mean? I have been treating myself. I spent $100 on face wash and some facial oils from a local store that I love. What else? I bought a bunch of Uber Eats, but that was with my mom. My mom reimbursed me. I spent $60 on pet food for Magnolia. What else? You know, a lot of small purchases here and there of like $30, $20. I spent, yeah, okay, here's a big one. I spent $435 on those 3 pairs of shoes, so that was a big ticket purchase. And then I also had to pay duties on that, which was about $100, unfortunately. A big thing that goes onto my Amex is my Good Food meal kits. So those are quite expensive. They range from anywhere between $80 and $100 a week. So that is quite expensive. That goes onto this card. What else? I bought a sweater for $60. Oh my God. I bought my Bixi membership, which is the bike sharing in Montreal, for $70. Good Food again. Yeah, oh God. I spent $83 on collagen powder for my smoothies and $160 on therapy. So that is that. That is my biggest expenses of the month on my Amex. It sounds crazy, but honestly, you guys, I don't regret any of it. Like, I had such a fun month spoiling myself and feeling so good, and I really don't regret it. You guys may have seen that I posted a May no spend challenge that I'm inviting you guys to do along with me, so I'm not even too worried. I know that I'm gonna get my spending back in check for the month of May, and sometimes you gotta go all out and you gotta spoil yourself. But only spoil yourself when you know it will feel good after. Don't use treat yourself as an excuse and then feel like shit after. I've definitely done that. Make sure you are in a place where treating yourself will still feel good a week from now, a month from now, etc. I'm being serious. Okay, so here's the thing. That is a really high credit card bill. I don't even have that much money in my checking account, but I'm a smart girl, you guys, and I already put aside some money into a different account. So I have a second checking account that I call Saving to Spend. I nicknamed it on my banking website. And this is where I periodically throughout the month throw money into in order to help me pay off my credit card bill at the end of the month. This helps me so much because it's not like a surprise at the end of the month. Well, it's always a surprise because that's who I am, but it's less of a harsh surprise because I know that, okay, shit, my credit card bill is $2,000. That's a lot of money, but I put aside $600 in this account, so that really helps soften the blow. So I'm very fortunate. I'm going to be able to pay off my credit card bill in full. I never, ever, ever want to spend more on my credit card than I can afford to pay off in the same billing cycle. Credit card interest, I say this every single video, credit card interest is literally the devil. It is 20%, it is so high, and it is so hard to come back from and catch up to because it's just so freaking high. Pay off your credit card bills, you guys. Trust me, I would not wish credit card debt on anyone. Pay it off, pay it off, pay it off, pay it off, or transfer it to something that is at a lower interest rate like a line of credit. Please do that. Okay, rent is over. I am transferring the money from my savings to spend to my checking account, $609. Transfer now, yes. And now I'm going to go from my checking to my Amex. Submit, send. We love it. And now I have no fucking money left. Okay, you guys, I'm just kidding. I do have a little bit of money left. Not a lot, but a little bit. So this month wasn't the best in terms of progressing to my goals, but that's okay. I still want to contribute something to my 1 month ahead fund because that is my most immediate goal. The good news is I have been slowly contributing to this account throughout the month. So I already, since paying off my debt, I've already saved $1,059 to my 1 month ahead. So I am halfway towards my goal of having $2,000 in this account. So this payday, I'm going to contribute an extra $200 to that account. So from my checking to my 1 month ahead account, $200. So now I have $1,260. I am well on my way to fulfilling my goal, which feels awesome. Next month, we will talk about my plans with the 1 month ahead account, what I am going to be using it for. Once it is full, I know that that is going to be such a big step in the direction of automating my finances and saving even more money. So that is what we have to look forward to for next month. I will go into all of the details then. I think I talked enough for this video. Thank you so much for watching and being on this personal finance journey with me. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to comment your question down below for the personal finance Q&A, and I will see you guys all in my I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.